Hello everyone, I am AtheistAnime and I'm going to be doing something kind of special this week. To make up for the fact there were no Bleach reviews last week, I'm going to make this week the week of Bleach. It's not going to just be exclusively Bleach videos, so for those of you who watch this channel for my gameplay, my gaming such, there will be stuff like that, but I'm going to be sticking to kind of Bleach related things, so I'll be playing things like J-Stars of Ichigo, that kind of stuff. But it does mean that every day this week I'm going to try my hardest to get a Bleach review out every day. That will mean you're going to get this week 5 Bleach reviews. Because weekends might be doing things, not sure, but at least for the for the weekdays, I'm going to get you a Bleach review out every day. So, we're going to start today with episode 7, Greetings from a Stuffed Toy. Roll the intro. Episode starts with a recap of last time. Go watch my previous episode if you want stuff on that. We see at Urahara's shop, they're kind of all getting ready to retake the mod soul. And Ururu does apologise for making the mistake, but Urahara's like, it's fine, you didn't mean to do it, it's just a mistake, it's all good. Let's just go get that mod soul. We cut to Ichigo and the mod continuing their fight from the end of the last episode, where Ichigo's like, "Oh, as long as I stay calm, I can predict all of your moves." And that would be. I mean, I guess where he's coming from. He said, "Oh, you're my body, so therefore you're me." But it's not actually him; it's the mod inside his body. So have a different fighting style. But sure, whatever. If it could have just been that. Anyway, you know what, Ichigo, I just say Ichigo was holding back last time, he's not now, so yeah, whatever. The mod does then try to run away, and before Ichigo and Rukia can give chase, Rukia does say they've got another order about another hollow, so then, they can't go after this mod. Ichigo is kind of, annoyed by this, but it's like, okay, let's go kill this hollow then. We cut to the mod running across the rooftops, complaining about the kids that he was going to attack before, and about Ichigo kind of stopping his fun. When he senses the hollow off in the distance, he notices that they're at the school that he was just at, and it's probably going to attack those 2 kids that he was going to attack. We then see that the hollow is going to attack the 3 boys, but the mod comes in at the very last second, kicks it in the face. The 2 kind of get into a bit of a fight, but the hollow's able to use one of his stretchy arm tentacle things to cause quite a big cut on the mod's shoulder. The mod then realises it kind of has to retreat and starts running away. This is when Ichigo and Rukia notice the commotion and see the mod and the hollow going up to the roof of the school. Ichigo does give chase, and Rukia's for some reason going, "Oh, don't go! Don't do your job as a Soul Reaper." Rukia being a bit retarded there, but anyway. The hollow continues to attack the mod, saying, "Oh, you're far too weak to be even a challenge for me." But Ichigo jumps in the last second, is able to cut off one of the hollow's arms. Ichigo's like, "Oh, what the bloody hell are you doing? You've ruined my body," all that kind of stuff. And while they're kind of arguing, the hollow tries to take this opportunity to attack the 2, but they just fight back. Ichigo slicing it across the head. He then starts to fall back and off the roof of the school, and the mod gives chase and kicks the hollow again into the sky, and as it disintegrates into a million spirit particles, the mod starts to fall off the roof. Ichigo is able to catch it at the very last second, just on his ankle. He kind of berates the mod. He tells him that, "Look, you idiot, once you cut a hollow's mask, that's it, game over, we're all good there. You don't have to do that, you're being an idiot for doing that." He does pull him back up onto the roof though, which is good. Ichigo then asks the mod, why did he help those boys? The mod explains that when he was ordered to be destroyed, he was really bloody scared. He was watching all the other mod souls being destroyed left and right, and but he got lucky. He was somehow able to get mixed up with some regular goods and was shipped off. And he was stuck in that little soul pill for years. And it gave him plenty of time to think about his scenario. He thought about how it was wrong for Soul Society to do what they did, creating him and then just trying to destroy him instantly. And he goes on to say that from his time, in his years of being, start just thinking to himself, he came to the conclusion that no one should be allowed to take a life, not even him. That taking a life is wrong, and that no one should be able to take control of someone, to have someone's life in their hands, basically. Noble cause, but he did just try to kill the hollow. But I guess technically they're not living things; they're just their souls that are already dead. So I guess he has no qualms about killing what's already dead. But sure. This is when Urahara comes on, like, "Oh, look at you, all beaten and bruised. it looks like he did all this for nothing then. He then raises up his cane, which has the little symbol from Ruki's little glove, and he pokes it on the mod's head, and the soul just ejects out. Urahara does pick up the soul and starts to walk away, and Ichigo asks him, "Hey, what are you going to do?" And then realizing, oh wait, you can see me! How the hell is that possible? Urahara doesn't answer his questions pretty much at all. He does say that, oh, we're going to have to destroy the mod soul, it's kind of the law. So then Rukia arrives, like, I believe that is mine. And Kisa's like, no, you're going to have to give that back to me. Like, I even give you a full refund and everything. Rukia does say, oh no, I bought it from you. It is technically mine now. And it's not, and you're already kind of working outside the law, Kisuke. You kind of can't, and also, you don't have the authority to do it. It's just you're not in a position to do so. Kisuke just kind of just, like, submits, like, okay, fine, you can have it. Just don't blame me if you get into any trouble because of it. And we cut to the halfway point of the episode. This is when we cut to Rukia and Ichigo like walking home, and Ichigo's like holding his shoulder, complaining about what the mod did to his body. He then like tries to shout at the pill, but Rukia's like, you idiot, he can't hear you. What the bloody hell do you think you're doing? Ichigo then notices like this stuffed toy on the side. He says, hey, if I put him into this, will this work? And Rukia's like, well, I mean, the thing I'm in technically isn't a living body, so I guess it could possibly work. So Ichigo does then stick the soul pill inside of the little stuffed toy. It's like a little like bipedal lion kind of thing. And for a few seconds it's kind of really motionless, but then it kind of just springs to life, jumps to the ground like, okay, Ichigo, I challenge you to a fight. Wait, I'm a tiny little stuffed toy. I don't want to fight you anymore. He's just like, I'm going to have to repay you back for all the stuff you did to my body, you little shit, basically. And you don't really get to see what he does, but this is when we cut back to Ichigo's house. And we see the next morning that the mod is just constantly annoying Ichigo, trying to do his best to be a nuisance to him. Ichigo then just throws him at his closet, and then says, oh, just shut up, Cone. The mod asks, where's his name called? Why call me Cone? Ichigo explains that it's short for Mod Konpaku, which is the Japanese version of saying a mod soul. The mod has asked for a cooler name, but Ichigo's like, no, there's nothing cool about you, why would you give you a cool name? This one Rukia comes out of the closet and is like, oh, will you two just shut the hell up, you're being so loud, I'd like to be able to get dressed in the morning in peace. Shoves out the closet and lands on the mod, or on Cone, I should probably call him now, seeing we know his name, or he's been given a name now. This is when Cone gets a clear view of Rukia's underwear, her panties. And this of course kind of annoys Rukia, and she just starts kind of crushing him into the ground with her foot. This is when Yuzu comes in, like, hey, Ichigo, your friends are waiting outside for you. And Ichigo's in this weird pose, because he's only just been able to throw Rukia back into a closet and slam the door shut. Which I'm surprised Yuzu didn't hear at all, but, sure, anime, funny moment, who cares. Ichigo kind of greets his friends who are outside and says, oh, I'll be down in a minute, don't worry guys, I'm coming. He then says to Rukia, hey, you wiped the memories, didn't you? She does admit that she did, and she assumes that Ichigo will be fine with this, and he is. He probably doesn't want anyone to remember what the bloody hell happened that day. He then mentions that he feels like he's forgetting something. This is when he looks at his watch, notices the date is June 16th, and he's like noticeably shaken by this. He's kind of disturbed. And Rukia is, of course, worried by this. We cut to Ichigo's school, where one of Orihime's friends is asking Tatsuki and Orihime for like this art project that they're doing, like them in the future. Tatsuki's done kind of a respectable one, like her being some kind of fighting champion in the future. And Orihime's done something completely retarded with her, like a cyborg robot thing, with like being able to fire missiles, going a million miles an hour, jet boosters, and death lasers, all that kind of stuff. Orihime being weird, This is when Ichigo walks in. Orihime does greet him, and he seems in a much better mood than he usually is in. Being much friendlier, much happier, that kind of thing. Tatsuki does say, "Oh well, this isn't like Ichigo. He's just hiding his feelings. Because the date today is June 16th. I'm going to tell you, tomorrow he's not coming into school at all." We cut back to Ichigo's house, where we see his family like getting ready for some sort of like day trip for tomorrow, and Rukia, when Ichigo comes back upstairs, like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Have a good family picnic for you lot. This is when Ichigo asks for a day off. Rukia's like, well, no, bloody hell, you can't. You're a Soul Reaper. You kind of can't have days off, and you've been acting weird all day, and you just spring this on me. And then Ichigo says, oh, well, tomorrow's the anniversary of my mother's death. Or more specifically, the day she was killed. He doesn't elaborate on how she was killed yet, but Rukia does kind of sympathise with him a little bit, and I'm guessing does give him the day off. We see that Orihime's like at her house, like really, really sad. And she's like, oh, I wish I could be the rain. That way I could touch and feel people's hearts. I can understand how they feel. Like with Ichigo. Like I wish I could understand how he feels and all that kind of stuff. You know, building the whole fan fiction there. I'll talk about that stuff when it becomes a lot more prominent. Like a Mundo arc, here I come. But yeah, we see back at Ichigo's house, he's having a dream about his mother's death. And again, we don't really get much elaboration on how it actually happened, but it's clear that Ichigo does blame himself for what happened. So yeah, hopefully we'll get to see what that's all about. So we cut to the first look of Soul Society, but this is also our first look at some filler. Yeah, we're seeing some filler here. We get introduced to this new Soul Reaper, don't get his name yet, but he's playing like spinning tops with these kids. You know, Beyblades, for all knowing what spinning tops are. And like if you were someone who liked Beyblades. But yeah, he's called over by this like cloaked Soul Reaper who's like, I need to investigate on this on Rukia Kuchiki. And the old Soul Reaper's like, oh, what's she done this time? And the cloaked one's like, oh, she stayed in the human world for far too long. It's just quite suspicious. She hasn't like really reported in as to why. Just, you know, look into this, could you? And the old Soul Reaper's like, okay, I'll look into this Rukia Kuchiki. And that's where the episode ends. So yeah, a pretty good episode. An interesting one at the very least. We get the end of the Cone conflict. That's what I'm calling them. The individual different conflicts. You know, the whole initial conflict, the Orihime conflict, the Chad conflict. This is the Cone conflict. But we're getting into the next kind of conflict, which I'll give you the name of in the next episode. But yeah, like I said, pretty decent episode, and we also get to see some more. We get our first look at Soul Society, although it is filler. It is still an accurate look at what Soul Society does look like. So there is that. But yeah, what could Rukia possibly have done wrong to get kind of like an investigation done for her? Like it's clear that she's stayed in the human world for quite some time now, as Urahara did allude to in the last episode. But yeah, I guess I have to wait and see for next episode what she's done so wrong, what happened to Ichigo's mother to cause her to die, and why he blames himself for it. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see next episode. Yeah, so I've been AtheistAnime, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow for episode 8. I'll see you then. Goodbye.